Hello everyone! And a few days ago, VIrlance released a compilation of all Season 24 episodes where he added not one or two, but 4 additional secret scenes. And let me tell you this beforehand, my friends, what I saw in these secret scenes just blew my brain. And I even feel a little bit of shame that I didn't have time to make the video about these scenes a bit earlier. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all the secret and Easter eggs of 4 additional scenes that VIrlance added in his Season 24 compilation video. Who is this mysterious stranger that spoke with the necromancer? Will the cameraman story revealed soon? And what is so special about him and Woman? And most importantly, how is the war actually going to be ended, and who will join the Alliance soon? So if you want to know the answers to all these questions, then get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end, because I saved the best part for later, just as always. Let's go! But before I'll dive into actual analysis, let me remind you to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content I'm making, because I really appreciate your support. Okay, so if you are subscribed now, let's get back to the Season 24 compilation. And I must tell you that all the secret scenes that were added to it were really awesome. And their quality was much higher in comparison with all the other secret scenes that VIrlance had previously done. They were also much longer, and there was more content and hidden details about them. And I would like to start with the first secret scene that begins after the moment when Plungerman found his iconic plunger weapon and became who he truly was in Skibidi Wars. After that, we can see a scene where multiple infected Skibidi toilets are lurking in the streets, while one of the cameramen is hiding under this barricade. And just at the moment when this Skibidi toilet was about to uncover his enemy's location, some huge explosion occurs behind them, and when the infected Skibidi turns to the side in order to understand what was going on, he then gets literally obliterated by this powerful shot, and his head turns into some mashed potatoes. And when the camera turns to the side this projectile came from, we can see something absolutely unbelievable. Because those who shot this Skibidi toilet were no other than Male 07 and Male 09 themselves. And oh my goodness, this is getting really crazy. First thing first, I don't remember these guys ever appearing in Skibidi Toilet universe before. And I know that those two characters had a lot of lore to unpack in Boom's original Skibidi Toilet series, and that Dom Studio really dived deep into them as well, but I couldn't remember them in Skibidi Wars by VIrlance, so I'm really excited to see what's going to come with them to the series plot next. Although it is also possible that these two Skibidi mutants just accidentally had the skins of Male 09 and Male 07, and in fact they are just some smart mutants that are not under the control of the necromancer. And when they dealt with the infected Skibidi, we can also see other regular Skibidi accompanying them who are free from the necromancer's influence as well. And all of them don't seem to want to hurt these cameramen. And considering how they basically saved 2 cameramen from this Skibidi toilet that was under the necromancer's influence, I can assume that the unification between the more sane Skibidi toilets and the Alliance is coming to VIrlance's universe as well. So it is possible that we'll see 2 former enemies fighting side by side as well in order to finally end this war. And let's also take into consideration the description under this season's compilation that says, the Alliance isn't the only ones seeking to end the war. So it's possibly that Skibidi toilets will eventually join them, which would follow the route of Boom's original plot now. And it would be really cool. And now let's move to the second secret scene, which basically blew me away when I saw it for the first time. So in this scene, we can see the necromancer himself, who is surrounded by his infected minions. But it seems like having Skibidi minions is not enough for him, so after a few seconds lands on the ground, and while saying, "More," he uses his weapon to spread his dreadful energy all over this area. Multiple beams of toxic green light get attached to the bodies of different fallen Skibidi toilets and the members of the Alliance, and all of them are rising their heads, and we can see that now they are under the necromancer's control too, even cameramen and speakermen, and this is really terrifying. I mean, considering that the necromancer is able to turn the fallen Alliance's agents into his minions now, just imagine what would happen if the body of some bigger guy will get into his filthy hands. The body of Tri-Pink Alien, for example. And oh man, now I remember that her life source core was actually removed when she passed away. And this is so reassuring to think about now, because otherwise it would be no doubt that the necromancer would take her body and make her his own mindless minion as well, and that would hurt the Alliance a lot in this confrontation. But that was actually not the last crazy thing that happened in this secret scene. Because right after the necromancer gets new meat into his army, the camera changes its angle, and we can see that all of it was done in order to intimidate the only pitiful survivor in a form of this frightened cameraman. Oh man, was all of this show really that necessary, necromancer? This doesn't seem to be a fair fight at all. And this scene looks to be even cruel considering how some of the necromancer's fresh minions are probably the former friends or comrades of this cameraman. But before the minions manage to do anything to this survivor, someone huge lands right behind his back and literally rips the rifle out of his hands. And then this poor cameraman gets eliminated in the most humiliating and unfair way possible, as not only he gets destroyed by this guy, but he also gets flushed as well. So press F to respect the guy, my friends. But who the heck is this giant dude anyway? I don't remember seeing anyone like him in recent episodes. And to tell you honestly, guys, he reminds me of a computerman that somehow got under the necromancer's influence too, and he also seems to be placed in the toilet now. But what happens next makes everything that is happening on the screen even more complicated. He then rises his head and addresses the necromancer while saying, "My creator would like to relay a message to you." And that immediately raised me a huge question. What is this mysterious creator this dude is talking about? And after that, he activates his green screen indicating about the infection once again, and we hear the following words. "My lord, my drones have performed admirably in covertly monitoring the Alliance. A new opportunity has arisen." And the necromancer listens to these words with a satisfied look and a grin on his face, after which the second secret scene ends. And I have so many thoughts about it, actually. The transmission sounded really similar to me, and then I remembered exactly who I was thinking about. Do you remember how this character said, "my creator" and not "my master" or something like that? So what if the person behind this shadowy transmission is no other than the mad toilet inventor whom we haven't seen in a while, by the way? And what is this new opportunity that he was talking about which made the necromancer so happy? Yeah, well, that doesn't look good to me at all. Something serious is coming for the Alliance, and the bigger threat is at risk of appearing on the horizon. Well, at least that's what I think. And now let's move to the third secret scene that started right after the explanation of why Trititan suddenly disappeared, and how he must have gone to find the source that attracted him to this place. And in this secret scene, we can see what exact source was this guy talking about, and it's a pretty beautiful one, I must add. Of course, I'm talking about TV Woman, or to be more precise, about Tri-Woman, who was the beloved girl of Trititan. And in case you already forgot, she was almost destroyed but rescued right from the stomach of the alien by the secret agent, and then later delivered to their hidden base. And she was in a really poor state back then, as she missed several limbs and had injuries all over her body. So she was delivered to the base so that the secret agent would restore her body, and also her memories so that she wouldn't be connected to the administrators anymore. So in the third secret scene of Season 24, we can see that the operation was quite successful. TV Woman's legs and TV screen were already restored, although it has been stated that her core power is still in the critical state, and there is still a small risk that it won't be possible to save her. But everyone in the laboratory will still do their best to save her because she is extremely valuable due to her connection to Trititan and his power crystal shard, which may be the crucial element for stopping this whole war. And then something unexpected happens, and this computerman says, "The Shroud Dome is online." And as I understand, by this he meant that the base was covered by the special technique of TV men that was supposed to prevent this place from getting discovered by anyone. But of course, this is no obstacle for Trititan, as he is exactly the one who found this base in search for his beloved. So in the next couple of seconds, we saw the epic arrival of this guy, and oh man, it was really cool. Nothing could stop him, huh? And by the way, this scene, when we got shown the face of TV Woman when her boyfriend showed up, really reminded me of some romantic anime scene. And it seems like the secret agent expected Trititan to show up so he's not scared. And I cannot say the same about this cowardly computer man. And then we see TV Woman waking up from her beauty sleep, and this was really wholesome to see. And now she is able to talk in the regular human voice and not in reverse, as Computerman changed her audio input as he stated earlier. And then Computerman tells her how he and his team need her help in order to end this war, and it can be done exactly with the help of Trititan's crystal shard. And in the very last secret scene, we see the return of the long-awaited Cameraman, whom we haven't seen for a while in the series already. And by the way, speaking of Cameraman, I am pretty much sure that we're about to see some plot arc dedicated to this character soon. as VIrlance told me about his plans personally to develop this guy more. So in general, I can say that these secret scenes created a really wholesome ending for this new season. And I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen in Skibidi Wars next. And that was all for today. And be sure to subscribe to my channel so you will not miss my new videos. And also to my Discord, where you can contact me directly and get lots of info for my subscribers only. And that was me, Isotoilet. See ya!